Have you ever glanced at the clock and seen 11:11, almost like it's waiting for you? Or felt a sudden, cozy warmth spread over you when you're all alone, like a hug from thin air? It's easy to write these moments off as just weird little coincidences. But for those on a certain spiritual path, these aren't random at all. They're seen as deeply personal messages. What if these are signs from the universe, acting like a cosmic postal service to let you know something profound? Your twin flame is thinking of you. It's the belief that they're sending their energy and love across any distance, and the universe is making sure you get the memo. Now, it's important to be clear. The very idea of a twin flame is a spiritual concept, not a scientific one. Science would likely explain these experiences through psychology, like our brain's amazing ability to find patterns, or just plain coincidence. The ideas we're talking about today, energetic bonds and telepathic nudges, come from a place of spiritual belief, not lab-tested proof. They belong to the language of the heart. But for those who feel this connection, it's a truth that doesn't need a science paper to feel real. The twin flame journey can be confusing and lonely, especially during times of separation. The silence can make you question everything. This is where, according to believers, the universe steps in with a steady stream of reassurance. So, let's explore that language. We're going to look at the specific signs that, within this spiritual framework, are interpreted as proof that your twin flame's thoughts are with you. By the end, the goal is to move from a place of doubt to a feeling of connection, armed with a new way of seeing the love notes the universe might be sending your way. The rhythm of repeating numbers. Let's start with the most famous sign, the one that often opens the door to this whole way of thinking. Repeating numbers. You know the ones. 1111, 222, 444. You see them on the clock, on receipts, on license plates. It can feel like they're following you around. In spiritual communities, these are lovingly called angel numbers. They're seen as coded messages from the universe and from that shared energy you might have with a twin flame. While psychology has names for this, like the frequency illusion or confirmation bias, where our brain gets good at noticing what we're already looking for. The spiritual interpretation is that the universe uses this very tendency to get our attention. When these numbers show up again and again, it's often interpreted as a sign that you and your twin flame are on the same wavelength. When they think of you with intense emotion, they send out an energetic pulse, and the universe reflects it back to you through these numbers. It's a little nudge that says, hey, you're being thought of. The connection is alive. Think of 222 as a symbol of balance and partnership. Seeing it could be interpreted as a comfort, a sign that the foundation of your connection is strong, even if you're apart. Or maybe you keep seeing 555, the number of big changes. This might be seen as a sign that your twin flame is thinking of you as they go through a major life shift that could bring you closer. These numbers are viewed as an ongoing conversation. It's a way to keep the line open, a reminder that even when you can't talk, you're still connected on a soul level. The next time it happens, just take a breath and consider it a telepathic hello, delivered by the cosmos. Sudden physical sensations. You can't explain. This next sign can be a bit startling, but it's also deeply comforting once you view it through a spiritual lens. Sudden, unexplained physical sensations. It's more than just a vague feeling. It can be a tangible event. Maybe a wave of warmth washes over you in a cold room, or you get goosebumps for no reason. Some people feel a tingling, a gentle pressure on their arm, or even a racing heart when they're perfectly calm. Now, it's always wise to listen to your body, as these things can have many normal physiological causes. However, on the twin flame path, these moments are often interpreted as direct energetic messages. The connection is seen as a shared energetic bond that space can't break. When your twin thinks of you with strong emotion, that energy is believed to travel along the cord connecting you, and your body picks it up. While science hasn't proven remote touch within this belief system, that sudden warmth on your cheek is your twin sending an energetic caress. Those chills? It's often seen as their energy getting so close, it interacts with your own. This is what many call physical telepathy. It's one of the most powerful signs for believers because it feels so real. It's not just in your head, you're feeling it. It's a beautiful reminder that in the world of energy, distance might not mean separation at all. Dreams that feel more real than life. Our third sign happens in the dream world. For twin flames, especially when they're apart, dreams can become a kind of meeting place. These aren't your average chaotic dreams. A dream visit from a twin flame is often described as incredibly vivid, lucid, and emotionally real. You wake up feeling like you were actually just with them. Science tells us that dreams are largely our brain's way of processing our day, our emotions, and our memories. But the spiritual perspective offers another layer. It sees the dream state as a dimension where souls can connect without physical limits. So when your twin flame is thinking of you deeply, their higher self might reach out to yours in this space. In these dreams, you might have full conversations, finding clarity on things that have been bothering you. Or you might just share a hug, but the feeling of peace is so real, it lingers long after you're awake. These dreams are often seen as tools for healing and reassurance, a message that the connection is alive and well behind the scenes. Think about how these dreams feel. Do you wake up with a sense of calm? Does the memory of it feel less like a dream and more like a real memory? Believers see this as the universe providing a safe space for your souls to talk when the real world makes it difficult. It's a sign that your bond exists on more than one dimension. A sudden tsunami of someone else's emotions. This sign is a classic in twin flame lore. Suddenly being hit by a wave of emotion that you know isn't yours. You could be having a great day, and then out of nowhere, you're flooded with a deep sadness, a burst of giddy joy, or a powerful surge of love that seems to come from nowhere. If you don't know what to make of it, this can be really confusing. You might wonder, where did that come from? The spiritual explanation is telepathic empathy. The idea is that because you are two parts of the same whole, you are tuned into each other's emotional state. You're on the same frequency. So when your twin flame feels something intensely, the energy travels down your shared connection, and you feel it too. While telepathy hasn't been validated by science, it's a cornerstone of twin flame belief. That sudden, random happiness you feel could be your twin celebrating a win. That wave of melancholy could be them having a tough day and subconsciously reaching out for comfort. And that breathtaking feeling of love? That's often seen as them, in a quiet moment, pouring all of their affection out to you. This sign asks you to become a detective of your own feelings. When you learn to tell the difference between your emotions, the ones that feel like they're being broadcasted to you, you start to have a real-time, energetic dialogue. It's one of the most intimate signs, suggesting the universe is letting you feel the very color and texture of their thoughts. Synchronicities that are too personal to be chance. We've touched on numbers, but the universe can be far more personal and creative. This fifth sign is about synchronicities so specific to your connection that they feel like a wink from the cosmos. These are the moments that make you just stop and shake your head in wonder. Maybe the song you two called your song comes on the radio the exact moment you're missing them, or you're talking about them, and a car drives by with their uncommon name on the license plate. Maybe you overhear a stranger say an inside joke that only the two of you shared. Psychiatrist Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe these meaningful coincidences. Events where the outside world seems to magically align with your inner world. While science might point to coincidence and our brain's talent for pattern recognition, for twin flames, these synchronicities are the very language of their journey. The belief is that when your twin flame thinks about a shared memory, their thought energy ripples out into the universe. The universe then uses the world around you, songs, words, encounters, to mirror that thought back to you. These personal synchronicities are incredibly powerful because they are unique. Anyone can see 1111, but only you two understand the meaning of a specific inside joke. They are like love letters written in a secret code only your two souls can read, offering validation that your connection is seen, honored, and very much alive in their thoughts. As we've seen, the universe, from a spiritual perspective, speaks in symbols, energy, and feeling. It might send repeating numbers as a nod of alignment, use physical tingles to show you energy can travel, or offer up the dream world as a place for your souls to connect. It allows you to feel their emotions and arranges personal synchronicities to prove your bond is unique. The twin flame path can often feel like you're walking it alone, but these signs are seen as constant reminders that you're not. They are validation that this wild, life-changing connection is real, and that the love you feel is being returned in the thoughts of another. The key is to shift your perspective from dismissal to curiosity, from seeing everything as random to recognizing it as possible communication. Trust your intuition, that gut feeling that there's more going on. It's your greatest guide. You're not going crazy. You're just waking up to a different reality of connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What signs have you been getting? Do you have a number that seems to follow you? Or have you felt that sudden warmth? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could be the very sign someone else needs to see today to feel a little less alone on their own journey. And if this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We explore these spiritual topics all the time, and by joining the community, you won't miss out. Thank you for being here, and remember to trust the signs.